Jane Goodall, an English primatologist, once said, "You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and it is up to you to decide what difference you want to make." A pleasant Friday morning to my fellow CEOs. My name is Love Ravina, the Talent Engagement and Development Program Head of Ripple Kids Educational Services Inc. And it is with great honor to welcome everyone to CEO Insights Asia Executive Series, The Principles of Scaling. All right. So I believe you're already live on Facebook, and we have a number of CEOs joining us in our Zoom session right now. So please send good morning or hello or any greeting that you can think of in our Facebook comment section and even in our Zoom chat box to check if you can hear and see me clearly, because obviously I will be your host for today. And not only today, actually, for the entire month of August. So I hope that you feel as ecstatic as I am as we welcome another month, another POS week. Because as we all know, Friday is POS day. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Hello. Good morning. Thank you very much to all of your comments. Now, as mentioned earlier, this is a new month. It's the month of August. And as you know, every month we tackle new sets of topics and at the same time, a theme that we can look forward to for the entire month of August. Now, do you have an idea what our theme for the month is? Anyone? If no idea, don't worry, because I am here to tell you for the month of August, our theme is innovation. So real quickly, in our comment section and in the chat box here in Zoom, when you hear the word innovation, what would come into your mind? Innovation. I know it's not a new word, especially to us business leaders and even business owners. So what would come into your mind when you hear the word innovation? For me, when I hear the word innovation, I really would remember the word new. So basically, innovation for me is introducing something new, perhaps to improve a system or introduce something more impactful than the previous one that we had. So in the comment section, I can see advancement beyond norm. Thank you so much, Surfa. How about the others? Innovation. What would come into our mind when we hear the word innovation? Because that's our focus theme for the month of August. And you will, or basically we will be learning more about that topic or that theme this August. So we have a new idea also. Thank you very much. Now, what can we expect for the entire month of August? What are the topics in store for us in our principles of scaling? So actually, in the month of August, we will be focusing on being a multiplier. And when we say multiplier, that means we expand life-changing impact in an ever-increasing measure. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for the entire month of August, here are the 4 things. And you might be wondering as well, no? Why do we do this every week? Right? We do this. Have you noticed? Every single week, every Friday, walang palya, very consistent. We have our principles of scaling because we want to install DNA principles that scale organizations. And it is our hope to everyone watching our Facebook Live sessions and even to those who are with us here in Zoom, it is our hope that we will have or get at least one idea, one principle or an insight that we can immediately integrate in our day-to-day business and organizational operations. And I hope you're ready because we are definitely ready. And so here are the 4 main topics that we are going to cover this month. First week, that is actually today, we will be tackling more on the word significance. significance. And later on, I will be introducing to you our faculty for today's POS. Now, next week, we will be focusing on the word or the topic sustainability. And next week, we will be joined by the owner and founder of Unlocked Strengths, Coach Ron Magsalin. And in week 3, that's 2 weeks from now, we are going to talk about structure. And in that week, we will be joined by the founder and chief visionary officer of Sellers Hub, Mr. BK Rivera. And lastly, week 4, we will dive into and learn more about the topic squad. All right. So are you ready and excited? Please send ready or excited in our comment section, in our chat box, if you are as excited as I am. Ready, and excited. All right. Thank you very much. Now, I know that you're ready and excited, but before we dive into the meat of our session today, let me first share with you 4 announcements. All right. First off, we have our first ever CEO Summit happening this October 28 to 29. Wow. Grabe. I'm very excited for this. And I look forward to meeting my fellow CEOs during the CEO Summit. This will be held on or at Novotel, Manila, Araneta City. So please get your tux and gowns ready, my fellow CEOs. And this is actually open to all CIA members and even non-members. As you can see, flash on the screen as well, we have what we call mga bigatin ng mga speakers and more to be introduced in the next few weeks, actually. Now, if you are interested, our executive passes are actually ready. So please message Ms. Chris, and details about the registration fee is also available in our CEOInsight Asia Facebook page. And our operators will be sending the link in our Facebook Live and even in our Zoom chat box. So please save that link and explore more about CEO Summit. Now, we go to the next announcement, and it's about our circle meetings happening every weekdays from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. So currently, I just learned earlier that actually right now, we have 69 CEO Circle members unlocked and more than 40 companies and brands. Isn't that amazing? CEOInsight Asia really in our ecosystem. It's growing, and not only in numbers, but even in depth. So thank you so much. Now, if you are interested, we actually have multiple circle meetings happening from different circle multipliers for men, women, and even for couples. So our operator will be sending the link to learn more about the circle meeting and to sign up for our circle meetings. Okay, now for us to know more and understand why circle meetings are very important, we actually have a featured circle multiplier, and he is the founder and chief executive officer of Meds2Go. We have Mr. Noel Nagales. Ladies and gentlemen, let's watch Mr. Noel's video and experiences as well.
Hello everyone, I am Noel Nagales and I am the founder of Meds2Go. I joined CEOInsight Asia because I want to bring my business to another level. I want to meet like-minded people to gain insights into the best business practices. Being with different business owners and CIA with different perspective and insights into running successful businesses, I know that I am in the right circle. This is a circle of CEOs who are accountable and motivators, and they help fellow CEOs with the same objective of building companies that last. Every time we meet, parang kami nasa masterclass, and well, the best thing is it's free. This also gives you the chance to share your insights on the different topics that are being discussed. And one of the topics that created an impact on me is the powerful ecosystem in the business industry that revolves around three important principles: customer obsession, competency transfer, community exchange. Well, this is an extensive subject matter. And if you want to explore more on the business principles, and if you want to get more great business insights, if you want to learn more about CEO Insights Asia, I am inviting you to join our circle meetings every Tuesday at 11 a.m. and as well as the principles of scaling every Friday at 10 a.m. I am hoping to see you inside.
Thank you so much, Sir Noel, for sharing your experience with CEO Insights Asia. And you heard him, ladies and gentlemen. We have the opportunity to gain insight, to learn more about the journey of being a CEO, and even how do we scale organization that's actually beyond just making money. And it's all for free. So please grab this opportunity. Now, we go to my third announcement, and this is about our certified executive partnership. I'm actually talking about CEO Insights Asia certification program. So what is this all about, love? This is actually a certification for your business coming from CEO Insights Asia that your business is DNA driven. And why is this important? It's important because it builds more trust with your potential partners and clients, and they will feel more comfortable and assured dealing with your company. We can actually think of it as a badge that you are vouched by CEO Insights Asia. And so if you're interested and you want to know more information about the requirements of CIA certification, please refer to the link that is actually being sent by our operator in Facebook Live and even in our Zoom chat box. And we now go to the very last announcement for today, and this is about pay-run tax compliance services. Please take note, this is exclusive for CIA members, and they're actually offering a startup package for sole proprietorship, for freelancers and small companies that is only worth 2,500 per month. And please take note po, ladies and gentlemen, originally the package is worth 20,000 pesos, but they're only giving it for 2,500 exclusive to CIA members. And this is we only have open 10 slots. Okay, so please grab this opportunity. For more information, message your respective circle multipliers. Wow, grab it. At the start of the POS, ang daming announcements and all of them are good news. So please really let's take advantage and grab all of these opportunities. Now, I know you are excited and I won't prolong anymore. Let's dive into our faculty discussion. And it is with pride that I introduce to you our faculty for today, who will be talking more about significance, and the key message is how do we create at least one impactful product or service. Ladies and gentlemen, our faculty for today, he is one of the founders and the executive advisor of CEO Insights Asia. 4 words we can use to describe him: investor, advisor, husband, and daddy. The man who iconized the black suit and red tie, Mr. Florentino A. Hernando, as we all know him, Sir Fa.
All right. Thank you so much, love. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be back. Grabe naman ang energy ni Love. I pity and I feel sorry for the next host next month. Ayan. Kawawa kayo. All right. Welcome, everyone. Hi, I'm back. Thank you, AJ, for giving me a break last week. So, I miss you all. Very exciting itong topic natin, significance. So, formally introducing myself, my name is Fa. I'm one of the founders and the executive advisor of CEO Insights Asia. And our purpose here is infusing ideas that build lasting companies. Again, we keep reminding everyone that we're here in this ecosystem because we want to learn. Paano ba natin ita-transform ang companies natin into something that we can transfer to our children, our children's children, and to the coming generations. Ayan, uunahan ko na kayo, by the way, ha? Wala akong pa-Gcash. Si AJ, pasakit sa buhay. Diba? So, wala akong pa-Gcash, ha? Unahan ko na kayo. So, pamaya pag nagtawag tayo, ay ano na lang, hi-hi na sa chat. Alright, so, anyway, huwag na natin patagalin ito. Very exciting ang ating season. It's all about innovation. And as you can see, the growth of the organization. Hindi na ako ang na-high blood lang every Friday. Thank God, di ba? Next week, matindi ang faculty natin, si Coach Ron, and then si BK, and then I'll be back after 2 weeks to close the series. But for now, let's talk about agendas. Ano ba mga pag-uusapan natin? We'll do a conversation starter, and then we'll do a case study. Ayan, gusto to ng mga mga nakikinig sa atin Gusto yung mga case study. So, innovating pets, right? Para sa mga pet parent dyan, may mga aso, may mga pusa, na kung saan kasama nilang matulog ang kanilang mga pets. This is a case study that you want to listen to. So, defining innovation. After that, we'll talk about the myths of innovation, why it matters, and then we'll get practical. So, if you are ready, alam nyo na ang gagawin, please type good morning and represent your company. Ilagay nyo kung saang company kayo galing. Greet one another para sa mga nasa Zoom. 26 million. Ayan. At sa Facebook, andyan yung link. Join kayo rito. Ayan, we have, grabe naman to si Jean. Sabi, good morning. Ilagay, brand lang niya, Chantal. O, ganon. Mag-greet naman tayo. Good morning. Ayan. We have some enterprises. We have Sellers Hub, Ripple Kids, FND. Oy, si Jerome nandito. Ayan. Escasi. Oy, nandito ang mga Google Boys natin. Ayan, tawag ko dyan. Good morning. Google Boys. Okay. Sige. So, conversation starter muna tayo. I believe si Sam Clarin of AC Clarin. Kasi some enterprises ang nagpop-up, sorry. Star Asia, yan. So, AC Clarin, this is the question. Floor is yours.
Hello po. Good morning, Sir Fa.
Okay,
Good morning, guys. Sure, one thing. So, for me po, sa mga health tips through online, I always subscribe po and nagbabasa ako lagi sa mga health tips na yung mga routines, proper routines aside from business is kasi nakakatulong siya sa akin, to be honest. Mas nakapag-isip ako na maayos, mas nakapag-execute because of those health tips and yung mga proper routines every day, like from morning hanggang bago mag-work, may mga routines muna po. So for me, that's yun yung pong mas positive na nangyayari talaga sa because of those routines.
All right. So that subscription to health tips and then business tips through online articles. Yan. AC Clarin, founder of Clarin Digital. Tama ba? Please type your company. CEO and founder of Clarin Digital Marketing. Yan. Ayan. Okay. Sige. Thank you so much. So, I'll share a very quick one dito sa conversation. One simple thing. Ang daming layers niya. I would say definitely it's the book. One simple thing that I subscribe to, or an innovation. From imagine the innovation of creating the alphabet, language, paper, and all. So book, everything you see here, it's because of the books that I read 20 years ago. Right? But the biggest innovation, I believe, is the ebook. Yan. Kasi I love reading books. I love buying books. Unfortunately, they're very expensive. So thank God for ebooks. And I didn't like, even though may ebook na nun, ako, medyo late adopter ako eh. Even though may mga ebooks na nun, I was still reading books. Kasi gusto ko nahahawakan, naamoy. I know you know what I'm saying. But situation forced me. I got food poisoned, I believe 2008, 9. And I was rushed to the hospital. Wala akong dalang libro. So 3 days into the hospital, na confine ako, naubos ko na lahat ng magazine doon, nagbi-withdrawal na ako. And I had the iPad Touch pa noon. So I was really forced. So siguro try ko nga tong iPad na to, and then fast forward, hindi na nawala yon. I love reading books, downloading it for free. I get to talk, not talk, but I get to read and hear the voice of my favorite authors diba? Right in the tip of my fingertips for free. Yan. So, maraming salamat, Ibos. Okay, so let me share about, now, we're talking about innovation, diba? Innovation of health tips, online articles. Ito naman, innovation about pets. So, Gary Dahl was in a bar around 1970s ito. An innovation that happened in the bar. 1975, Gary Dahl was a freelance advertising copywriter in California. And while he was having drinks in a bar with friends, nakikipagkwentuhan siya, bar talk, the conversation turned into pets, particularly yung destructive nature ng pets. So para dun sa mga pet parents, alam ko overlook nyo to, but back then they were talking about how difficult it is to take care of pets because dogs and cats, they ruin furnitures. Diba? Tapos worse, they require constant attention. Kailangan mong ilakad, kailangan mong bilan ng dog food, ng cat food na minsan mas mahal pa sa kinakain natin. Yeah, kailangan pa ng vaccine and so on and so forth. So those are that's the conversation that was happening during that time. So si Gary Dahl, nagsabi siya, ako wala akong problema sa pet ko sa pagdating sa ganyan. And then the people were saying, wow, what do you mean? Ba't wala akong problema? How were you able to solve it? Sabi niya, well, I didn't have to worry about that because I have a pet rock. And it was a pet rock kasi yung bato. And they were having a laugh about it. No, parang, yeah, no? But Gary Dahl, after that, leaving the bar, he decided, there could be more to this than just that silly joke. Okay? So he believed there's some legs into this. So he went home, began writing the owner's manual for this hypothetical pet rock. This is a true story. Okay, this is a true story. He detailed how to best handle that pet rock. Okay, mga tricks na kaya nitong gawin. Stay still, roll over, ang pinaka-favorite niya, play dead. And how it could remain a faithful companion. Kasi 'di ba, mga pets usually 9, 10 years, 'di ba? That's like 90 years old for a dog. That's dog years na tinatawag, 'di ba? 9 years is 90 years old na. So, not unlike pet rock. So, ang pet rock mo, it will be your constant companion. Talagang till death do us part. At madalas mauuna pa tayo sa ating pet rock. Yan. Now, he created the cardboard box, diba? Dito sa pet rock niya na to, na merong mga air holes. Yung parang pag kukuha ka ng bagong pet sa pet shop, di ba may mga butas? Syempre, for breeding purposes. I know it's weird, but hear me out, di ba? It resembled the box that was used in pet shops. And then, he visited a supply store. He bought a load of smooth Mexican beach stones. Yung buhay na bato. Yun. For about a penny a piece. So 1 cent. 1 cent, bumili siya nun. And then, ginawa niya ng cardboard, ng box, ng manual, and so on. He debuted this pet rock August of 1975. So that's around 30 years na. 50 years. At a gift show in San Francisco. And he sold it for $3.95. So almost $4. Diba? Ang laki ng gross margin niya, diba? I find myself having this conversation with my client partners recently about financial numbers. Diba? So yan ang mga pinag-uusapan namin, net profit margin, gross profit margin. So 1 cent, binenta niya $3.95. So that's about X3. Sabihin na natin $1 total, yung plus the box and the manual creation and time niya. So parang ang cogs niya ay $1. So X3, diba? Times 3 yung benta niya. Now, he was waiting for reaction and he got it. The fad exploded. Neiman Marcus wanted 1,000 pieces and Blooming Slater wanted to have a partnership with him. Newsweek, nasa dyaryo na siya, did the story which actually made it viral in that term. Diba? That world back then, that was going viral. And there were Tonight appearances, newspaper, and even a song, I'm in love with my pet rock. So this is a true story. I'm not kidding. Diba? So all in all, after 20 years, 2008, 30 years, he was interviewed. Sabi niya, ilan na nabenta mo? It lasted 4 months. 4 months of whatever you call it, diba? Idiocy of the people. He was able to sold 1 million of them. 1 million pet rocks, diba? Actually, 1.5 million in the ensuing 4 months. For 4 months, nakabenta siya 1.5 million. Now, I remember this kasi 2 weeks ago nanood kami ng Minions ni Johan at ni Tidoy, and then it was featured sa Rise of the Group. So that's also a funny fad, right? But I got intrigued. The businessman in me got the best of me. So I did the math. So sabi ko, 395 times 1.5 million, ito yung itsura niya ha, Petrac, di ba? So I did the math, 3.95 times 1.5 million, that's 5,295,000. 295,000. So that's 5.3 million. In total, ang kinita niya dito. Imagine for a silly rock. And all over, I just learned about this stuff. Siyempre, sabi ko, that's 5.2 million, 5.3 million. What's that worth in today's money? And US dollar yan, yes. What's that worth in today's money? That's actually 29 million back then. Or in today's money, ganun yung value niya. 29,162,000. All for a stupid rock. Diba? So here's the lesson. Here's the lesson. Lesson number 1. Yeah, highlight natin para underline para mas empathic. Okay? So I did that. I did this. That was last night. Okay? So what's the lesson? Lesson number 1. Eto, a novel, albeit idiotic idea, packaged properly, will make you millions. Ayan. Diba? So, di ba lang walang sense yung pinagsasabi natin. Basta maganda ang presentation, maganda ang marketing, madala sa hype yung mga tao. So, eto na. Go-umpisa na ako, di ba? Yeah, puro photo ops, puro hype, di ba? Anyway, so, yan, scam yun, di ba? When you're having this, when you have a mentor, you have an advisor, you have a consultant or a coach that's not giving you numbers financially, di ba? You're being scammed. So if you're being trained by that and then walang pinapakitang financial numbers, you're being scammed, di ba? All right, so there. Okay, so dapat nag-improve yung financial numbers pag nagte-training. Okay, so yan. Promise asenso ka. Okay. Much more serious manner. Here's a second lesson. Ideas are everywhere. So the idea started as a joke in a bar. Diba? Hindi ito some think tank, some research and development facility. It happened in a bar. Nowadays, it's coffee, diba? Coffee shop and so on. But the point is, ideas are everywhere. So that's the second lesson. The third lesson, pain points possibilities, and we'll emphasize that all throughout the next 30 minutes of my talk. So far, so good. Is type Petrac if you are still engaged with the story. Yeah. O, diba? Salamat sa 4. Okay. All right. So here, pain points, possibilities, we're gonna emphasize on that aspect because your biggest frustrations are one of your best sources of innovations. The pain that you're experiencing can lead us to breakthrough thinking. So it's very important that we listen to those things. Diba? Sabi nga ni C.S. Lewis, pain is God's megaphone. If we're going to listen to that, it might lead us to something. Now, let's talk about innovation para malinaw tayo. When we talk about innovation, ito yung sabi ng dictionary, no? It's a new idea, a method, or a device. It's the introduction of something new. But this is not the innovation I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes. Okay? Kasi parang for me, Petrac is an innovative idea. It's an introduction of something new. But it is a pointless idea. So I don't want that. Aside from Gary Dahl, who got rich, and a few investors, diba? It didn't bring value to anyone. So for me, innovation, this is my definition. Creating value through introduction of novelty. We create or introduce something, or we create value by introducing something new. If it's not creating value to anyone but us, it's not innovation in my dictionary. It's not the innovation I'll be talking about. Sabi ni VJ Govindarajan, he's a professor at Dartmouth. He's known as a Professor VJ. He wrote a lot of books, Reverse Innovation, The Other Side of Innovation, Three-Box Solution. So the other side of innovation, sabi niya, innovation is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. Basically, sinasabi niya, ideas are dime a dozen, execution matters. Okay, so sabi ni Prof. VG, innovation is not simply value for money. Innovation is first and foremost value for many. It's very important that many people are affected positively because of the introduction of something new. Yes, please type innovation dun sa nasa Facebook. Chat nyo nga if you are still with us. Ayan, how about dito sa loob? Yun. Para naman may engagement tayo. Ayan. Alright, sige. So, let's talk about some myths about innovation bago tayo mag-proceed sa practical and then some personal stories about innovation. Number one, myth. Innovation is about products and services. You're Steve Jobs, innovative products, innovative service, and so on. But that's not, products and service are not, innovation is not limited to products and service alone. There are a lot of types of innovation. Number one dyan is business innovation. We talked about this last week kay AJ, di ba? Binigyan tayo ng business model canvas. That's how you innovate your business model. You can design it. Huwag tayong copy-paste lang. Oy, ginagawa niya, gawin ko rin. Di ba? There's no strategic thinking there. You have to use your experiences as well as the experiences of others to design your own business model. That's how you innovate. So si Starbucks, he went to Italy, nakita niya yung, back then, Starbucks is just selling ground beans, ground coffee beans. He went to Italy, nakita niya yung theater of coffee. Yan. And he brought that back in the US. So that's a business innovation. What else? Process innovation. Ford's assembly line. Because of Ford's process innovation, we enjoy a lot of things right now. It gave birth to the Industrial Revolution. Ano bang ginawa ni Ford? Back then, 1900s, yung mga big factory, they don't exist. Okay? Walang ganyan. Kasi back then, arts talagang craftsmanship. Diba? Artist yung mga tao noon. They designed their own products by hand. And back then, when you create a car, talagang you create it from start to finish. Because of Ford's process innovation, they create specific steps. Hinati-hati niya yung steps. Ngayon, we take it for granted. But back then, it was a novel idea na you are assigned not for an entire car, but a certain step of a car. And because of that innovation, car production, yung time niya, to produce a car was around 12 hours. He shortened it for 1.5 hours. Diba? Almost 95%, more than I believe 90% ang niya. Ang shinorten niya yung time ng pag-create ng sasakyan. Because of that, bumilis, diba? And because of that, nagkaroon ng maraming trabaho, yung mga tao, nagboomang economy because he gave a lot of jobs. Ang daming tao, yung salary ng mga tao nagtaasan because they can afford it. And so on. So basically, process innovation because of Ford's assembly line impacted us 100 years later. The third is management innovation. So pilit na yar, transparency. In a world where I came from, and many of us, confidentiality is the name of the game. You're not allowed to be part of this meeting kasi confidential. Diba? Need to know basis. When you're working with me, does it work that way? Transparency sa akin. Okay? Why? I learned that from Binit Nayar. Si Binit Nayar sabi niya, high transparency, high accountability. High accountability, high execution. We leave no stones unturned. So ganun tayo, that's how we manage. Some, it's all about secrecy. It's not gonna fly with us. If you're gonna work here at the CEOInsight Asia, we're very transparent. Okay, ganun din si W.L. Gore. No bosses in W.L. Gore. Okay, they don't have bosses, they don't have targets, walang clock in, clock out, but they never posted a loss. Okay? So parang doon, walang required na umattend ng meeting. Sabi niya, paano mo malalaman na ikaw ay leader dito sa W.L. Gore? Well, pag nagpa-meeting ka at may nag-show up, then you're a leader. No one's required to attend your meeting. So parang it's a place for slackers kasi, di ba? Paradise for slackers kasi, uy, walang target. Uy, hindi ko kailangan umattend ng meeting, walang clock in, clock out. But they never posted a loss. They're very productive. How? Kasi at the end of the year, the peers will review you. Okay? The company, the HR will come to each of your peers and they will ask them, ano naging contribution nito? Okay? And you will be ranked there. So, ang magre-rate sa'yo, hindi yung boss mo, kundi yung mga kasama mo. Diba? So, dito talaga, they're forced to, by function, the pressure comes from the team, not from the boss. So, management innovation, that's another myth that we're busting na products and services lang ang innovation. So far, so good. Yes? Ayan. If you're still with me, please type yes. Para alam kong nandyan pa kayo. Ayan. Okay, next. Innovation is limited to the R&D department. And I say, no, don't do this. Diba? Research and development lang. Sila magre-research, kami magtatrabaho lang kami. Operations kami. HR kami. Well, that's your company, then you're not maximizing the brain of your entire company. Sayang, dami-dami nating staff. Each and every one of those teammates of ours have ideas of their own. Particularly ako, when I was back in the corporate world in the operations, I have plenty of ideas to improve the company. Bakit? I'm directly interacting with the customer. Sino ba mas nakakaalam ng areas for improvement kundi those that are in front of the customer? Kesa dun sa mga nasa head office na hindi alam kung anong nangyayari. Papirma-pirma lang. Diba? So innovation is everyone's game. In fact, it is a team sport. Because here's what we believe here at CEOInsight Asia. The next big idea will come from someone else's head. Our job as leaders, as CEO, is to find them. Mga tao natin, yung teammates natin, matatalino yan. Bakit? Hinire natin eh. Di ba? Di ba? Hindi naman tayo nag-hire ng idiots, di ba? Yes, tumpak! Ayan. Diba? Pag nag-hire tayo ng idiots, may problema tayo. So if we hire them, magagaling yan. If not, why are they still there? Yes? Ayan, nag-uumpisa na naman ako ma-high blood. Okay, good. So innovation is a team. Tsaka ang hirap mag-isip, pare. Diba? Parang kakapagod kaya yun. Diba? Yes, si Frank kagabi, sabaw na yun. Pagod na kami mag-isip eh. So parang why not outsource the thinking? Or can you do the thinking for us? Help us. Diba? So we have many ideas that will come from the people in the front line. So it's not limited to R&D department. We can happen. Sige, iwan natin doon. But we're shortchanging ourselves as leaders, as CEOs. Okay. The third is innovation is for the creative geniuses, which is true. It's for the creative geniuses. If by creative geniuses we mean someone who's breathing, diba? Because I believe, and I have my proof here, that everyone is a creative genius. Hindi lang ginagamit o hindi na nabibigyan ng pagkakataong gamitin yon. Why? Because back then, I have a 2-year-old daughter and she is creating songs out of the blue. Nag-iimbento ng kanta. That's a 2-year-old. Ba nakaka-imbento ng kanta? We're what? We're older. So we believe that everyone has the capacity to provide a creative idea. We just want to exercise it and we just have to be given an opportunity to exercise it. Not just exercise it, but the opportunity also. Kaya as leaders, we empower. No, I go back to that. We don't empower. We get out of the way. They already have the power. We just have to give them the opportunity to do so. Yes. So far, so good. Ayan. The funny thing in most companies, ito yung sabi ng quote, no? The brain is a wonderful organ. It starts working the moment you get up in the morning, but does not it stop until you get into the office. Pagdating sa opisina, okay, wala na akong brain. Sabi nga ni Jack Welch, I want every brain in the game. Diba? Kasi you already paid for that. If you are a CEO, you have hired people, you already paid for their brain. Why are we limiting ourselves in just using their hands? Let them think. Yes? Diba? Tama ba? Agree? Please type agree if nandyan pa kayo. Ayan. Okay, so recap tayo. Innovation is not just about products and services. Innovation is not limited to the R&D department. Innovation next is not for the creative geniuses alone, or it's for creative geniuses. By creative genius, we mean breathing. But the challenge is not being creative. The challenge is disciplining ourselves to scale creativity. Jim Collins, Beyond Entrepreneurship 2.0. If you want a copy, bahala kayo sa buhay nyo. Okay, so why does it matter? Why does innovation matter? 3 things. Number 1, it unlatches progress. Imagine kung naka-typewriter pa rin tayo hanggang ngayon. If we're not innovating imagine kung pupunta pa tayo para mag-research, di ba? Pupunta pa tayo sa actual library, magkakalkal tayo ng physical index card to look for the book. Imagine that, no? Diba? That's why innovation matters. We have in our hands we have in our hands a supercomputer that is so much more powerful compared to the computer that brought a man to the moon. Yan. So you have here a supercomputer, all diba? Information at your world's fingertips. Let's use it. It's because of innovation. Imagine, literally back then, ang computer ay kwarto. As in, isang buong kwarto. Ngayon, ito, kasya sa pocket natin. Yun talaga yung may plug talaga. Alright, the second one, it unlocks possibilities. Diba? Hindi pa rin ako marunong gumamit ng Siri for reference information. Sabi sa inyo di ba? Late adopter ako, so pakituruan na lang ako para gamitin yan. Anyway, innovation unlocks possibilities. Because people said flying was impossible once. But now, we travel. Si Ma'am Ayen, shout out naman, no? Diba? Last month, nasa Thailand. Tapos nitong linggo, nasa Thailand naman. Sana all! Diba? So imagine, diba? The beauty of having to travel. Oh, we love traveling. Kami makatravel. But because of innovation, it unlocks possibilities. This conversation we're having here, because of innovation. Back then, di ba? Pen pal. Ngayon, real time na. So, high blood pa nga tayo pag hindi nagre-reply ka agad. Pag scene lang. Di ba? So, innovation unlocks possibilities. Last but not the least, innovation unleashes prosperity. Innovation birthed many businesses. Because of the innovation of electricity, nagkaroon ng mga businesses because of the internet, a lot of businesses ang nag-birth. Mostly ng mga tao rito sa Zoom natin ay from e-com. Diba? So because of the internet, we have business. May mga nawalan ng trabaho nung nagkaroon ng pandemic na mas malaki ngayon ang sweldo kasi nagnegosyo. Diba? So because of innovation. Ayan. So this is my key point, particularly in the business world. Okay, through innovation, business organizations literally change the world. I'm not gonna go far. Let's go to the big four. Apple changed the world with their products. Google with search engine, Android. Amazon, tayo, karamihan sa mga naging client partners natin ay anak ni Amazon, Apo. And Apple, Google, Amazon. I forgot the one. Nako, Facebook. Yan. So mga nag-Facebook ads dyan. Because of innovation, business organizations literally change the world. How? Let me give you 4 ways. Okay? There are 4 ways. Number 1, innovation make things cheaper. Dati, we have to go to the movie house. Kailangan mag-rent ka ng DVD and mag-watch ka ng pay-per-view. Because of Netflix, you can watch anything. For a certain small fee, you can watch anything that you want. Mag-binge ka dyan. Diba? Ano ba mga bagong palabas ngayon? You have to wait for the time to show. Ng show mo, you have to wait for the time. Ng show mo, a certain place, certain time. What else? It makes things easier because of the search engine. Okay? Make things faster. Assembly line, like I mentioned. Diba? Creating a car was 12 hours and then became 1.5. And it makes things simpler. Phone, andyan na lahat. The all that you need is there. You want to pay online, dito, yung banking, books, dictionary, what else? Whatever the case may be, you want to connect with someone, it's all here. So that's the 4 ways that innovation affects us. Making things simpler, faster, cheaper, and what's the other one? Pakitype nga kung nakikinig kayo. Simpler, faster, cheaper, ano pa? Easier. Yan. Okay. Sige. So, let's get practical. Uy, maaga ako ngayon. Let's get practical. Okay. Now, how do you create products or service that positively impacts the world or the people around you? Number 1, binanggit na natin to. Look for the personal pain point. 3 P's ito. Right? Go for the pain point because pain points possibilities. Right? Ano ba ang the mercs yan, isa sa feature ko in a bit, but right now, for example, Payran, ito si AJ talaga AJ is our director of partnerships sa CEOInsight Asia. He founded Payran. Anong ba ang pain point na sinosolve niya? Okay, for sole props, for people who cannot afford big companies, yung mga or who can pay people to do their taxes full time kasi babayaran mo SS, babayaran mo Pag-ibig and so on. Payran solved that. It made tax filing easy through an app. I-picturean mo lang yung resibo mo, send mo dun sa app, nandun na. Andun na yung may automatic bookkeeping and they will file the tax for us. So ang gaang ng buhay, ang keyword niya nga, you pay us and you run your business. Huwag mo nang isipin yung stress ng pagpa-file ng tax every quarter. Huwag mo nang isipin yung pag-check ng paglalag sa bookkeeper mo. Kasi sa bookkeeper mo, kailangan tawagan mo pa eh. Ito, nasa app na, nandun na lahat yung record. But of course, it has to be certified by pag-financial statement na. But Payran through technology enables us to focus our effort and our energy building our business, running and building our business instead of the back office task na kailangan natin gawin. So, look for the pain point. And binanggit ko nga si the Mercs, medyo ang pain point ng mga customer is dubious yung product, di ba? Tsaka ang hassle mag-order online. So, the next one is create a preferred present reality. Now we have the pain point. Ano ba yung gusto nating mangyari? Diba? What is the preferred present? How do we want things to be? And when I mentioned the Mercs, we want to provide hassle-free and reliable online experience. So pagka magka-shopping ka online, aside from Lazada and Shopee, we have the Mercs, diba? Hassle-free, tsaka reliable. Yan, may plug, di ba? May plug. Kasi ginalingan niyo eh. Sama na natin si Comisen, di ba? Ano ba yung pain point? Diba? Ang pain point is medyo yung mga clients natin ni Comisen mahiyain at saka may mga instances na nahihiya ako kasi nabubuli ako because of my pitch, my face, 'di ba? My face or whatever insecurities I have, nabibictimize ako through the environment. So sabi ni Comisen, this is the preferred reality. We're bringing out confidence through best value products. So that's addressing the pain point. And then last but not the least, ito yung pinaka-critical, plan and pilot. Diba? The DNA is in paper until we execute it. Yes, parang goals. Diba? Maganda na may goal. Okay yon. Mas maganda na sinusulat yung goal. Pero mas maganda, pinakamaganda kapag ina-execute natin yung goal. Yes! Diba, ina-execute natin yung mga kailangan natin gawin para ma-achieve yung goal. Remember, innovation is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. That was Thomas Edison. Madali lang ma-inspire. Yung execution, dun talaga tayo. And people commend Steve Jobs. When Jack Welch, when he was still alive, he was interviewed. Sabi niya, what's your comment about Steve Jobs, the creative genius? Sabi niya, the beauty about Steve Jobs is he imagined a great product and executed it out of the door. Sabi niya, hindi lang siya imagination, meron siyang execution. Yun ang maganda kay Steve Jobs. And that's what we want. Madali lang mag-imagine. Diba? High blood na naman ako eh. It's not just imagination, it's all about execution. So innovation is creating value through introduction of something new. If it remains in our head, it's not innovation. It is imagination. Please type imagination if you are with me, lalo na dun sa mga nasa Facebook. Yan. Ayan, salamat sa mga nag-i-interact. Diba? Yung ibang mga hindi nag-chat-chat, magkita-kita tayo sa circle. Okay. Sige. Ayan, ito yung gusto ko sabihin dito. As I close, the biggest threat in organizations is not just incompetency and inefficiency, but irrelevancy. What do we mean by this? We become a company customers don't care about. You know Yahoo? Yes. Do you care about Yahoo? No. Hotmail? No. Diba? Because they became irrelevant. Yung andyan yung company, pero wala naman pa kayong customers. What we want is invisibility. It is the ultimate measure of a product or a service's value. What do you mean, invisibility? Like electricity or air or phone or Google. Sobrang innate na sa atin na hindi natin, we take it for granted. like electricity. Sobrang normal na. Pero ramdam natin pag nawala sila. Pag nawala ng kuryente, everybody feels that. Pag naiwan mo yung phone mo, you know that. Pag nawala ang Google, we will feel that. So that's the kind of company we want to build. We're invincible. Sobrang taken for granted na tayo. Na para tayong hangin. Yes? Yes. Parang FB. Yan, di ba? Pag nawala ang FB, ang daming GG sa atin. Okay. Right. So, Minimalist Entrepreneur, I've shared this. The book, sabi niya, read this book. Sabi niya, ito yung framework. Okay? People, start with people, get a community, or build a community, address the pain point or the problem, identify rather, the problem, the pain point of the community, and then contribute by solving that pain point and create products or services that will address that pain point. Okay? So, in closing, this is where I'll close. Okay? Multiplier, we're focusing about expanding life-changing impact in an ever-increasing measure. And when we were having this conversation, sabi ko, binigay sa aking icon ni Frank, our Director of Principles of Scaling, is a B. Sabi ko, ba't mabuyog? Significance to eh. Di ba? Parang dapat medyo corporate, medyo professional. And then we had this conversation. Sabi niya, sir, kasi ang B is the greatest pollinator. Yan. Imagine if walang bubuyog, walang magko-cross-pollinate, magkakaroon tayo ng shortage ng food supply. Madededo tayo dahil wala nagpo-pollinate, hindi nag-grow yung mga crops natin. And I was taken aback by that. Nasabi ko, grabe no, imagine something so simple, something small, but they're very essential. Kasi maliit lang yan, di ba? So let's not mistake prominence from significance, di ba? Yan ang power of an ecosystem. Sa ecosystem, walang maliit. Di ba? Walang maliit. Pag tinanggal mo yung maliit na bagay na yan, affected ang whole ecosystem. Right? So, let's talk about personal. Let's make it personal as I close now. How did CEOInsight Asia ended up becoming what it is right now? It's because of a lot of frustrations I encountered working with different organizations and being a customer. Particularly this one. Ito yung nag-highlight sa akin. So 2016, I was able to buy my dream car. No, Toyota Corolla 2000, Love Life 2004. 1997, I sat in front of a Toyota Corolla and I said, one day I'm gonna buy one. And then 30 years later, I was able to buy one. Kaya lang, lumalaki na kami. So 4 na kami nun. So sabi ko, hindi na tayo pang pamilya, bili na tayo ng MPV, multi-purpose vehicle. So something bigger. Ayoko naman sobrang laki. So we ended up buying an Ertiga. And here's the frustration. Bottom line is, what birthed the CEOInsight Asia, contributed to the birth of the CEOInsight Asia is management mediocrity. Now, I'm a victim of management mediocrity, and this is one. When we bought the car, we wanted magma grade. Yan, magma grade. And sabi, ay wala kasi sir eh, ito ganyan. But meron doon sa kabila, yung binila namin, hindi ko nababanggitin kung saan. Basta huwag na lang kayo bumili ron. Okay. Magma gray, wala kasi sir, pero kukuha kami doon sa kabila. Sabi ko, sure, gaano katagal? Tomorrow, meron na yan sir. So binenta ko yung sasakyan ko, then yung pera nung binenta ko si Ola, pinang-down ko ron. 2 weeks later, wala pa yung sasakyan ko. And imagine the headache. Hindi ako pwedeng walang sasakyan that time, ang layo ng commute ko. So for 2 weeks, wala pa yung sasakyan ko kasi wala yung kulay. Sabi mo, bibigay mo sa akin tong ganito ng kinabukasan, ba't ngayon wala pa? 2 linggo na. Grabe yung perwisyo na ginawa niya sa akin. Hindi ko mahatid si Tidoy. Yung travel ko is from Muntinlupa to Green Hills. Ilang sakay ako noon. May baby kami. So yung perwisyo, ay sorry sir, kasi ganito ganyan. You know, ang ending, bumili ako ang binigay sa akin, black. Diba? So for 2 weeks, and the frustration, para lang I tried to withdraw. Sabi ko, please, ibibigay ko na lang doon sa isa. Ay sir, kailangan pa pumunta sa Makati. Sabi ko, grabe kayo. Ang bilis nung kunin ng pera ko. Tapos pagka kukunin ko na, ang daming seremonyas. You know, that kind of pain as a customer. You know, and we're talking millions here. Hindi naman to 500 pesos lang na binili mo, di ba? You know, you took millions from me. Tapos, ganun na lang yon, di ba? It's really frustrating. And here's the kicker. Okay, hindi pa tapos yun. So para matigil na, kukunin ko na yung black. Pagdating doon, pipirma na kami ng kontrata. Sir, yung insurance niyan pala naka-lock in 5 years. Sabi ko, I have my cousin who's from the insurance industry who's giving me premium for a small amount. Sabi ko, magkano insurance nito? 25,000 to. Annually, 25,000, magbabayad ako. Sir, naka-lock in. Wala na akong magawa kasi pipirma na ako. Alam nga naman, yung ganong frustrate, yung high blood. Pasensya na kayo na pagraranta ko. But my point is, management mediocrity. I'm a victim of that. And it's the drive-through na wala yung toy. Pag uwi mo, parang, kasi yung toy, so you have to go back. Those kind of mediocrity. You know? And all throughout the years, it built up. We realized, what if we infuse excellence into the leaders? Because if you transform a leader, you transform an organization. And slowly, that vision unearthed and it became what CEO Insights is right now. So, this is why we're here. We want to get better as CEOs. This is not for everyone. This is only for those who are serious in getting better. Meron tayong mga hindi pinapapasok, nasa blacklist. Kasi nagsasign up dahil lang sa hype. Tapos hindi naman nag-no-show. We have zero tolerance for no-show. If you sign up, we expect you to show up because you're CEO. Okay? Your word is your brand. Your word is stronger than any other contract. So, when we say we're going to do something, we do it. And we're elevating the standards of excellence. Because here we have a saying, we don't lower expectations, we raise our standards. And as I close, I have 2 more minutes. This is the vision. Yes? So there, this is the CEO ecosystem. The idea is we infuse the DNA of excellence, missional, methodical, and multiplier in the CEOs. And after that, you and me as CEOs, we get infused with the DNA. We become bearers of excellence. We bring those to our companies and we become the game changer. We become the standard of excellence in our companies because the team is who the leader is. And that's how we impact the world. Yes. In closing, this is my final quote. Don't mistake size and prominence with significance. Just because something is small and unseen does not mean it's not essential. A human heart is small and unseen, but if you take it away, you take away life. And with that, I will now give the floor to Frank to share his insights and then kay Love to formally close. So, Frank, floor is yours, sir.
Ayun. Good morning, sir. Thank you. First of all, I'd just like to acknowledge Miss Love. Grabe. Ang galing na host for today. Iba. And for the talk, sir, again, another very insightful and amazing talk. So, insight ko lang, first of all, pet track. Grabe. Iba talaga pag hype, no? Iba talaga pag hype. And then next is sa innovation. Again, creating value through executing new ideas. That's something talaga na every businessman needs to know. Lalo yung mga nagsa-startup pa lang kasi they just don't know. All big companies started with new ideas, something na hindi pa talaga kilala, something na kumbaga wala talaga sa market, unseen, and then biglang naging malaki na. So that's about changing the game. That's about creating disruptors, like Facebook and Netflix and all. So and yun, lastly, about mediocre management again. That's why I love CEO Insights, yung ecosystem natin, because that's something na hindi talaga pwede sa atin. When we see mediocrity, when we see people na kumbaga yung pwede na, yung bahala na, yung pwede na yan, kumbaga umiinit agad yung dugo natin. So, ayun, that's something na kumbaga I really appreciate, and ang ganda na ulit tayo and naturuan ulit tayo. So, thank you, Sir Fa, again, and thank you, Miss Love, again, for hosting today. Ayan lang. Okay na.
Thank you. Love, you can close it na.
Thank you so much, Sir Frank. And of course, thank you so much po, Sir Fa. Real quickly, while I was listening to Sir Fa earlier, jaw drop lang, tapos lahat ng sinabi niya, tagos sa lahat ng parte ng katawan ko. Have you felt that? Okay. And also, real quickly, just to share, main takeaway ko, we have CEOs, we have the ability to create value for many and just have to be serious in getting shit done. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Principles of Scaling for today. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're interested to be a host and an operator, please message your Circle Multiplier. So thank you so much, everyone, and see you again next Friday. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Thank you.